Oh, hello YouTube, I'm Dapie45 and welcome to my channel. So you might be wondering what I was just doing right now. Well, you see, I want to learn to protect myself and defend myself if ever I'm in danger. So that's why I took it upon myself to learn how to fight with a lightsaber. However, a problem that I'm facing is that a lightsaber is a very hard weapon to master. I mean, even McGregor made it look very easy when he played Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know why I can't master this. I don't think I'll be able to ever learn how to master the lightsaber. I really wish I could, because if I were to ever get attacked by a robber or something, I don't know what I'll do. I'm not sure if I could be able to protect myself with anything. I wish there was an easier weapon that I could learn to master and protect myself with. What the? Brave? This actually gives me an idea. Merida in this movie uses a bow and arrow as her choice of weapon, so maybe that's the weapon I'm supposed to be using instead of a lightsaber. But of course, there's only one way to find out how to put this thing in and watch it and analyze how she uses that bow and arrow and see if it is the right weapon for me. I'm not sure if that movie fully sold me on a bow and arrow. Maybe if I did a review of it, it'll help me make up my decision whether or not this is a weapon for me. Brave follows a Scottish princess named Merida, whose mother is making her marry off to one of the other clan members of Scotland. However, Merida does not want this and she just isn't ready to get married yet. But no matter how much Merida tries to tell her mom that she's not ready to be married, her mother just wants to keep the tradition going. However, in an attempt to change her mother's mind, Merida accidentally uses a witch's magic to turn her mom into a bear instead of actually changing her mind. And because of this, Merida has to turn her mom back into a human before it's too late and she stays a bear forever. In my opinion, this isn't my favorite movie. It doesn't seem like a regular Pixar movie. It seemed almost as if Disney had an influence on this movie more, and that Pixar didn't have full control over it. In my opinion, this movie is a mix between a Disney princess movie and the movie Brother Bear that came out in the early 2000s. And for those of you who don't know, in Brother Bear, one of the main characters turns into a bear and he has to turn back to a human too. The characters in this movie don't really stand out. The only one that does is Merida, but that's because she's the main character in this movie and she should stand out. However, the other characters such as the king and the mom and the other brothers, they should stand out in their own perspective. However, they just don't in my opinion. In the beginning of the movie, Merida's mom doesn't really have much of a personality. She's only trying to follow tradition and that's her only personality. But when she turns into a bear, you do see another side of her. And of course, since she is a bear, she has to learn how to adapt to becoming a bear as opposed to how she was living as a human. So that does make sense how that character change happened, but she was so bland to remember. But when she turned into a bear, I had more of a memory from that instance. The animation in this movie is amazing. It looks very photorealistic, from the trees and the nature of Scotland, and even the castle all looks so amazing. And another thing is the music in this movie is very well fitting. It fits the tone and I really enjoy how it complements the movie itself. So I give this movie my final rating of a 5.5 out of 10. It's not my favorite movie. It does work as a Disney princess film, but as a Pixar film, it isn't my favorite. And I do like the message of women empowerment. However, it just doesn't work in this movie like how it does in other princess films that Disney has made. And I want to say sorry to my friend Anna. I know this is your favorite Pixar movie, however, I just don't feel the same way about it. But of course, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. This just isn't my favorite, but if you are interested in the topic of what this movie is about, then I do suggest you watch it. So that was my review of the movie Brave, so I'm going to pick the next movie from the cup. It looks like I got the movie WALL-E. So now that I finished the review, I don't think that bow and arrow is my right weapon of choice. But of course, while I was doing this review, I thought of a great weapon of choice. One that could protect me in any dangerous situation ever. If someone were to come up and rob me, I could just reach in my pocket and pull out one of these.